Your sheriff's office is prepared to respond to whatever Hurricane Ian throws, or in this case, maybe dumps at us.
With between 10 and 15 inches of rain expected in Flagler County starting tonight, Sheriff Rick Staley says all deputies are working 12-hour shifts with all vacations canceled to deal with Hurricane Ian impacts.
Our high water vehicles and boats are ready to respond in the event of emergency or rescues that need to be done.
Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord reassures residents.
We really are one big Flagler County team, whether it's the school district, our constitutional officers like the sheriff, as well as municipalities. We act as one team. That's the whole reason we have an emergency operations center, so that we can all come together to make sure our community is taken care of.
Flagler Beach City Manager William Whitson says they're part of this team.
We are very experienced, and our staff has been making preparations since several days ago.
Palm Coast Mayor David Alphin says in the wake of the storm, he's seen a city united.
I have seen residents of our cities and county reaching across their driveways to lend a helping hand to each other. Make no mistake, our community can come together and will come together to help each other get through this. Look at what we can all accomplish when we work together.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
We do not see the potential for us to lose your safe drinking water at your home sites right now.
Palm Coast Utilities Director Steve Flanagan tells WNZF the city's 3 interconnected water treatment plants have generators to secure your access to safe water, even if the power goes out. If you have a septic tank, Flanagan says you should conserve water once Hurricane Ian hits.
As soon as you lose power, you really need to stop using water, any water that would go down your drain. Now, you can still use the tap water to, for example, fill your water jug for what you're going to drink. But to run anything like laundry, dishwashers, showers, you're not going to want to do that, because if you've lost power, that wastewater will potentially back up into your home.
As part of your emergency kit, it's recommended you have at least 1 gallon of water per day for 5 to 7 days for every person and pet in your household. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
In anticipation of Hurricane Ian, Flagler schools are taking safety precautions.
Flagler County School Superintendent Kathy Middlestat is announcing all schools will be closed beginning today due to the impending effects of Hurricane Ian. They will remain closed through Friday, September 30th.
I urge all of you to make preparations for yourself and your family. Please listen to all warnings from our local emergency management officials. 2 of our schools will be used as shelters of last resort. This is meant for people who may not be able to leave the area.
In addition, all after-school activities planned for today through Friday have been canceled. This includes extracurricular activities, including sporting events. The SAT testing scheduled for Matanzas High School on October 1st has been moved to October 15th. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Hurricane Ian's impending arrival did little to reduce the number of calls for service to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office.
Over the weekend, we answered over 1,000 calls for service, conducted 336 traffic stops, and made 5 significant arrests along with others.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley details some of those calls and arrests.
There was a man that choked a teen on a boat dock that he believed was trespassing, a driver that fled a traffic stop. It was ultimately apprehended in St. Johns County after FHP conducted a pit maneuver. And deputies also saved the life of a young lady that attempted to drown herself after taking various medications. I'm very proud of our team and the detectives that work so hard to keep our communities safe. And thank you to those in the community that continued to prepare for the arrival of Hurricane Ian.
The girl was first taken to Advent Health, then placed under a Baker Act for mental health treatment. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
What happens to your pet if you have to separate during an evacuation?
Flagler County officials say that some, but not all shelters are pet-friendly. That's why Neil and Joseph with Flagler County Emergency Operations Center said that your pets would be safe and cared for.
We can't guarantee that everybody will be on location with their pets, during emergency evacuations. Just it all depends on the nature of the situation that we have. If we open up consolidated locations for pet-friendly sheltering and general pop or special needs shelters. But with great cooperation with the Humane Society, those animals will be taken care of.
Joseph said that that's the reason that pet owners need to send food and water and make sure the pet's paperwork is up to date. Speaking of Animals is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 8, and it's on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. Tomorrow, are you ready for an evacuation? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.